Hi guys, this is Starcraft once again when we're watching the last round of 16 match between Ampo and Beast here as part of Starcraft TV Star League 2023. This is match number 4 played between Ampo and Beast. The first set is going to be played on Vermeer. Ampo, who is who? I think Ampo is a Terran player who is in the purple color at the top right on the screen, and Beast is the Zerg player in the orange color at the top left of the screen. The colors and the names of the players are kind of reversed, so I was getting confused a little bit there. Overlord from Beast is coming out and scouting in the right direction, and he's going to be planting down a hatchery. His opponent is gone for forward barracks and going for scouting right away with both of the SCVs, I think, and also scouting in the right direction. So Ampo's going to be able to apply a bit of pressure before anything else happens on the Zerg side, and the order of scouting is what I often call the elimination of potential differences in advantages. What does it mean? It means that when you are Terran in that location at the top right of the screen, if your enemy is at the top left, your enemy would certainly go scouting towards your base. So to eliminate any possible differences in advantages between the two players, you scout towards the left side, so that if the enemy is indeed there, you will find his base at the same time as he finds yours, and both of you have equal advantages. And this is what a great player often does against a weak player, to make sure there are no surprises in the earlier stage of the game, so that in the mid and late game stages, then his skills are going to shine, and that's going to help him win the victory. Okay, looks like Ampo is not going to be assaulting his enemy. This is a little bit strange here. Maybe the timing of barracks was not as fast that he would have wanted for this kind of build to work. But anyways, he's going to be walling in inside his base and going for a command center. If you are a Terran player, can you tell me why in this particular scenario Ampo did not go for the attack, or just at least send out 1 or 2 Marines? Maybe he already saved up his money for the command center prior to knowing his enemy's base is located at the top left, but that didn't seem, you know, like really probable to me. But if you're a Zerg player or Terran player and you know this matchup well, you can try to explain to me in the comments. I would really appreciate that. But anyways, a pair of Zerling comes out and they start to chase this SCB away. Things are gonna get very standard here. We have Lair coming down, and SCVs getting transferred towards the new base for Ampo. Alright, excuse me, we're seeing another pair of Zerlings to go through, but no troop movement whatsoever from Ampo. So these Zerlings are a little bit kind of an overkill, I think. It sees additional drone before dying, and that drone is morphing into Spire. So this is going to be 2 base Spire, and maybe a 3rd hatchery will be planted in the middle of the main base. That is certainly a possibility. Looks like no, it's going to be a drone coming out towards the bottom left corner of the screen, possibly the 7 o'clock or the 8 o'clock position, to go for another hatchery. Zergling with speed are going to be roaming the map and having a little bit of control here for Beast. Alright, looks like the number of Marines is around 6, Zerglings around 8, and we're going to be seeing medics coming down soon. The barracks is going to be producing Marines south of itself, so if later things get hot, then Marines coming out of that barracks might get a little bit in danger, but that is something that we will see in the mid-game situation. This game might finish this before we reach to mid-game. The first medic comes out, and Ampo is just chilling in his base right now. He's going to be looking forward to move out and do some attacks momentarily, possibly before the Spire could complete, or the Spire completes, but the Mutilists have not yet been produced. We're seeing some scans coming down. It's going to be very easy for for Ampo to spot where the Spire is located. Yeah, the timing of the Spire is a little bit fast because there's no 3rd hatchery. 2 assimilators being mined fiercely. We have a surround there. What the heck happened there? How does Ampo find himself in this kind of precarious situation? Only 2 Marines remaining, and now he's in great danger when the Mutilists arrive. Is he building turrets inside his main? We need to see some turrets coming up now, because now the Mutilists have already arrived. We're seeing, yeah, turrets getting set up everywhere. I think the turrets would just get set up right in the nick of time, but the Mutualists are bypassing the expansion and going directly into the main. They start to attack, but one turret on the high ground completes like a split second before you know, the Mutualists can really arrive here. But not a number of Marines is kind of thinning out. He needs to position some Marines on the high ground to cover the second turret. Now the second turret on the ramp is a little bit further from the first turrets. I wonder why, if that is by design or by accident, because usually we see the turrets kind of line up one by one. Mutualists coming through once again. 8 Mutualists, 1 turret is gonna fall, and it's gonna start to chip away at the SCVs here. SCV is gonna be dying like flies. Medic Marines arrive to buy a little bit of time, but very unfortunate for Ampo to get 2 of SCVs stuck behind the mineral lines, and they were destroyed very quickly. Once again, we have another SCV getting behind the mineral line and dying. Marines are on hold position on this mineral line, but you know, things are looking very, very dire for Ampo for the time being. If he can survive, then he's gonna have a chance to come out for the counter attack in the mid game. Mutualists go through and snipe a medic. Just 1 medic remaining. 1 medic versus you know, 20 Marines is definitely not a good ratio. But looks like the medic Marines are gonna be going for a counter attack. They're gonna try to catch some Mutualists in the middle of the map, and Zelle is a streaming room, and all of a sudden we have a kind of a weird base trade scenario here. Well, not really a base trade, but 2 Zerlings that, you know, wreaking havoc inside of Ampo's base. I think they finally died. Now just a single medic. I mean, this is the poorest yin-yang ratio ever in the universe. 1 female medic against 20 dudes. Finally we have a second medic comes out, so the ratio is a lot better. You know, now the Marines can stim hard as they wish, but you know, the medics would never run out of energy to heal and yeah, to serve the Marines, I guess. And now another group of medics to come out, and now it's about 1.5 control groups of forces for Ampo. Beast is, you know, mutualisting hard. He's doing mainly mutualist and nothing else. 11, 12 mutualists supply-wise. Beast is up by about 6 supply after the first very successful battles. No stimming whatsoever from Ampo, and that was a mistake. And this group is gonna fall really fast because now the mutualists will be coming from all sides. Looks like 1, 2, 3 mutualists are having the purple color. It's gonna be time for Ampo to back up with his medic Marines, but he decided to engage anyway. And more units coming from here. This is a mistake because all of the medics have died. Just 1 more medic remaining. Oh my god, so many medic Marines are falling, but the number of mutualists are coming down as well. And that's gonna be the end of the movement outside for Ampo. Supply-wise, Ampo is 42 and Beast is 58. Beast is looking very comfortable. He's putting up a Queen's Nest, but I think the game will be over before Queen's Nest even get here. Turrets being reproduced in the main. The ramp has a couple of Marines to defend, but 11 Mutualists is really strong. And now anything comes out of these barracks will be completely destroyed. 1 turret in the back getting sniped. We still have some more turrets in the back, but oh my gosh, there's so many Mutualists and not enough medic Marines. That's it. I think this is GG. Mutualists have breached the ramp, so it's not going to be possible to make any more Marines coming out of those barracks without getting attacked. They can just go and hold position and stay here and attack forever. Yeah, it's just, I mean, there are more Mutualists than there are SCVs in this base, so that's just how ridiculous the game has gone. 45 supply for Ampo and 60 for Beast. Ampo doesn't want to GG, but half of his barracks are burning to tether. And Zelle is coming through to go inside the expansion because there's no Marine to defend. So Zelle can start to chip away at the turrets. Yeah, this is gonna be humiliation. Excuse me. It looks like the Zerlings don't even attack the natural. They go up right up the ramp just to really quickly finish the game here. We have 8 Mutualists remaining. SCVs are falling left and right in the natural supply-wise. Ampo's got only half of the supply of his enemy, and GG by Ampo. Nicely done by Beast. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.